Did you know that nearly 69% of adults in the U.S. are considered to be overweight or obese? That's 2/3 of the U.S. population. Exercising at least 3 times a week can help control your weight and combat against other health-related issues. Exercising 3 times a week has helped me get and maintain a healthy weight after the birth of my children. I believe you should work out at least 3 times a week because obesity is a growing epidemic in the U.S. and in our home state of Mississippi. It can also help prevent certain diseases, and it benefits you not only physically but mentally as well. With obesity on the rise in the United States and Mississippi, this prevalent issue can be combated by exercising 3 times a week. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, describes being overweight or obese as having weight that is higher than what is healthy for your height. According to the National Institute of Health, the NIH, more than 78 million adults in the U.S. are considered to be obese. Nearly 32% of American children ages 2 to 19 are considered to be overweight or obese, according to the NIH. Mississippi is ranked as one of the top 3 states in the U.S. with a prevalence of obesity of 35% or higher, based on statistics from the CDC. The University of Mississippi Medical Center states that 1 in 3 adults in Mississippi are considered to be obese. They also indicate that over the past 10 years, healthcare expenses linked to obesity have nearly doubled in Mississippi to $925 million. Your chances of getting weight-related diseases can be significantly reduced and possibly prevented by exercising at least 3 times a week. In addition to obesity, another disease risk factor associated with lack of exercise is heart disease. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, studies have shown that people who lead active lifestyles reduce their chances of getting heart disease compared to those who live inactive lifestyles. Studies indicate that doing more than 2.5 hours of exercise weekly will reduce your risk of heart disease by about 30%, based on information from the World Heart Federation. Another disease risk factor linked with lack of exercise is cancer. 1 in 5 cancer-related deaths are linked to lack of exercise, reports the American Cancer Society. They also state that excess hormones from added weight gain can stimulate cancer cell growth. While we have learned that being physically active a minimum of 3 times a week promotes weight loss and is associated with many health-related diseases, it also helps to promote mental health. People who lead physically active lifestyles tend to have less stress and anxiety. The Static Brain Research Institute indicates that 48% of people with stress claim that it has a negative impact on their lives, both personally and job-wise. Exercising helps to reduce the body's stress hormones and increase endorphins, the body's feel-good hormones, which in turn help you to relax. Another mental health benefit of exercising at least 3 times a week is that it boosts the functioning of the brain and helps in the prevention of memory loss. Studies have shown that working out not only reduces the loss of brain mass, but reverses it by developing new brain tissue and improving the effectiveness of current neurons, according to health guidance. A 2006 University of Illinois study showed that older adults who exercise on a regular basis have higher brain capacities than those who don't. If exercising is not part of your weekly ritual, it would greatly benefit you to start getting physically active. Obesity, heart disease, cancer, and other health-related issues, including mental health, due to lack of exercise, can be greatly reduced or prevented with a minimum exercise regimen of at least 3 days a week.